More than 20 years after the murder conviction of Scott Peterson, the Los Angeles Innocence Project claims new evidence will prove that he did not kill his wife and their unborn son. Laci Peterson was 27 years old and 8 months pregnant when she went missing on Christmas Eve in 2002. Her remains were found in the San Francisco Bay just months later. Thanks for joining us tonight. For Fox 40 News at 6, I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Eric Harriman. Lawyers with the Innocence Project filed a petition last week Friday with the California Court of Appeals looking to make their case. Fox 40's Josie Hart breaking down those details.
What we have here is a list of newly presented evidence that the LAIP says proves Scott Peterson is innocent. They say that if a jury had known about these facts, they would not have convicted him. New evidence outlined by the Los Angeles Innocence Project seeks to prove that their client, 52-year-old Scott Peterson of Modesto, did not kill his pregnant wife, Laci, and their unborn son, Connor, in 2002.
Any injustice needs to be made right, and the evidence in this case has been and will continue to be our guide as we move forward.
Scott Peterson was convicted of the murders in 2004 and initially sentenced to the death penalty before it was changed to life without parole. On Friday, LAIP attorneys working for Peterson filed a petition with the California Court of Appeals asking to overturn his sentence. The petition stating that there is scientific evidence and witness statements that were not available at the time of the trial, but would undermine the prosecution's case. The evidence outlined includes claims that the Modesto Police Department and the Stanislaus County District Attorney's Office mismanaged much of the investigation and even destroyed potentially critical evidence.
We believe that the case deserved a second look after, his initial conviction because of issues related to confirmation bias. And there were potential Brady violations that were committed by the Modesto Police and the Stanislaus County District Attorney's Office.
The Stanislaus County District Attorney's Office said they have no comment at this time. Details in the petition further claim that there were inaccuracies in the timeline of the case, testimony from the prosecution's fetal growth expert, and inaccuracies in how Laci and her unborn baby's bodies got to the fishing area where they were recovered. The petition also claims that Laci's death could be tied to a burglary case that happened in their neighborhood around the same time. Scott Peterson's former defense attorney says the jury never heard about a mattress found inside a van with apparent bloodstains, claiming that the prosecution refused to do more precise DNA testing to determine if there was a link to the crime.
I don't think they proved it then. I don't think they proved it in any time since then.
The lengthy petition also includes a 126-page declaration by Peterson recounting his version of the events that took place surrounding the death of his wife and their unborn son.
I think he was convicted because of what I used to call the he didn't act right evidence. And to me, that's not evidence at all because there's no playbook for how you should act when your pregnant wife goes missing.
The LAIP says they are waiting to hear back from the court to determine what steps will be taken next. For now in Modesto, covering local news that matters, I'm Josie Hart, Fox 40 News.
Police